Alright, and thus we begin the final recording session. Here we go. Disclaimer, these videos are rushly put together because of the fact that the beta was somewhat broken during like 90% of the beta, so let's just get on with it. YouTube frogs, welcome back to another guide. This time of the girl that succeeds Elysia and follows in her footsteps, who turned a complete 180 and rather than fighting for the one she loves, learn to love all of humanity and fight for them all on her own behalf. Raiden Mei, the Herrscher of Origin. Being one of the two newest S-rankers added into the game, in version Kiana, she rises as the star of the show in a pure duet with Kiana. In this video, we'll be covering Herrscher of Origin's design and playstyle, and how to get the most value out of her kit. Possible builds for her with both weapons and Stigmata, her rank ups, possible team comps, and a gameplay showcase. The footage used in this video is from the version Kiana beta server, and any additional findings can be found within the pinned comment down below, so be sure to check that out and leave a comment yourself. With all that out of the way, let's dive right into Mei, the Herrscher of Origin. Throughout her journey, Mei has experienced many different actions, feelings, and emotions. Each part of Mei's kit acknowledges her journey as a whole. Her basic attack, Strength Strike of Fulminata, is a 4-string basic attack sequence dealing lightning damage with each attack. Sequence 4 grants Mei Mind Body Insight, in which she gains Iron Body and has 40% damage reduction. Each basic attack inflicts a minor amount of paralyzed trauma, and this attack string sequence cannot be interrupted by evasion or weapon active, so you can act freely while fighting and pick up from exactly where you left off. Additionally, each basic attack features a sheathing animation where pressing attack upon sheathing or after basic attack 4 casts Mei's combo attack Phantasm of Danzai. At full Mind Body Insight, hits consume all MBI to trigger Regressive Origin, which activates a time-frozen domain, where all skill timers and the stage timer are paused. Tapping attack after casts a 2-sequence attack that deals lightning damage, where holding attack at max stacks casts Malice Expunged, which deals lightning damage and restores SP on hit, and making her deal 30% more damage, take 25% less damage, and increases Ignore Interrupt by 1 level, all for 10 seconds. At full Mind Body Insight, when Mei evades an attack, she can use her evasion skill Introspection of Crimson, where she can tap attack to follow up with combo attack. Tapping attack after this skill triggers Regressive Origin Moment to deal lightning damage and grant 1 stack of Twisted Origin. Both her normal combo attack and her evasion skill are ways to reach casting Malice Expunge quickly. For 75 SP, Mei casts her ultimate skill Thunder of Redemption, in which she dons her mask looking like a total badass Power Ranger. During this sequence, tapping the attack button, tapping directions, or moving the right joystick lets Mei slash repeatedly to deal lightning damage with each hit. After 12 slashes or 20 seconds, the final slash is triggered and deals even more lightning damage and triggers Time Frozen Domain, where all skill and stage timers are paused. When this hits an imaginary type enemy, the damage a Nihilist Shell takes is transferred to the Nihilist Seed. When Herrscher of Truth and Herrscher of Finality are both on the team, her ultimate is replaced by Joint Bursting, which for 50 SP instead, deals a large amount of lightning damage, removes Herrscher of Finality switch cooldown, and triggers Herrscher of Finality's special QTE attack. Additionally, Joint Bursting makes all enemies take 8.3% more damage for 10 seconds, and with Herrscher of Truth and Herrscher of Finality in the team, Malice Expunge makes the team deal 8.3% more damage for 10 seconds as well. Mei's passive Temperance of Empress causes her combo attack to deal a little bit of lightning damage to both herself and the enemy through Sin of Killing. Using Ultimate Evasion, Weapon Skill, or swapping off of her, and Sin of Killing immediately. Additionally, Herrscher of Origin always stays in Herrscher form, and enemies affected by Herrscher of Origin's Time Frozen Domain are inflicted with vulnerability to make them take 29% more lightning damage from Herrscher of Origin herself. Additionally, Mei's QTE, Quest Without Return, is triggered when an enemy is time slowed, paralyzed, or hit by Kiana's combo attack. This deals lightning damage and generates Sin of Killing once, and if Mei does not have any stacks of Twisted Origin, this grants 1 stack. With Herrscher of Truth and Herrscher of Finality on the team, Mei additionally deals 50% more damage within 10 seconds of her QTE entry. Her leader skill, Epiphany of Origin, has the team deal 24% more elemental damage and has 35 more initial SP. With Kiana on the team, both Kiana and Mei have an additional 35 more initial SP for a total of 70 initial SP. For Herrscher of Origin, all of her skills are relevant, and with skills being upgradable asynchronously, just level up each skill as their level ups unlock. Now for her playstyle and typical damage rotation. Mei's playstyle differs between 2 different team comps. In a normal lightning-focused team comp, you'll move through your normal rotation of buffs with supports before swapping into Mei with her QTE. Doing such signals Mei to use her signature weapon active and lets her activate evasion skill to trigger combo attack. This lets her instantly cast Malice Expunged off of QTE and then follow up with her ultimate. Whether you have Herrscher of Truth or AE on the team, do their normal support rotations and then follow up with Eden's QTE, ult, and combo attack. Combo attack here is very crucial, as while ultimate paralyzes enemies, they may not always get paralyzed due to certain conditions. In this instance, combo attack will always trigger Herrscher of Origin's QTE. Now, with the trio Herrscher team, the team flows very well together due to the joint bursting mechanic, so there really isn't much of a set rotation, as you can easily freely flow between the characters. However, you want to frequently swap back to Bronya, and pretty much only ult with her if you're planning on going all in with Herrscher Finality, since it activates her Elemental Breach. This will be shown off a little bit later during the gameplay showcase. Version Kiana adds in a brand new weapon and Stigmata set primarily aimed towards Herrscher of Origin. Let's begin with her signature sword and then talk about her Stigmata set. Her sword, Key of Limpidity, lets Mei slash once for 4 SP to deal lightning damage. This attack blocks incoming attacks during the animation, and any successful blocks produce an AoE shockwave, and increases the character's lightning damage by 20% for 8 seconds. On Herrscher of Origin specifically, she slashes twice, and her blocks trigger Time Frozen Domain, which connects into Chain Slash. This counts as a basic attack, grants 1 stack of Twisted Origin, and releases an extra stun of killing on the last slash. The passive lets the equipper deal 20% more lightning damage, and triggering Time Frozen Domain grants 1 stack of Inner Foresight, up to 3 stacks. Each stack increases total damage from basics and combo or charge attacks by 5% for 7 seconds. Each successful block also restores 2 additional SP. On Herrscher of Origin specifically, if an attack is not blocked, MBI is fully restored when it ends, and combo attack can be casted when the blade is sheathed, just like how it's normally casted. The Priarm, Domain of Unity, increases the damage increase from her weapon active from 20 to 30%, increases the damage dealt, increases the passive lightning damage increase from 20 to 30%, increases the total damage from her basics and combo or charge attacks from 5 to 10%, and recovers an additional SP up from 2 to 3 SP. The Priarm exclusive passive lets basics and combo or charge attacks deal 40% more lightning damage, and on Herrscher of Origin specifically, enemies hit from her combo attack take 15% more elemental damage for 10 seconds. For her Stigmata set in the name of Origin, it is of course the premier set for Herrscher of Origin. The T-piece here increases the equipper's total damage. Additionally, lightning damage from basic and combo or charge attacks is increased, while the evasion cooldown is shortened. The M-piece lets Mei deal more lightning damage for 10 seconds after a combo attack hits while in Herrscher form, and she additionally takes less damage, and the weapon active cooldown is reduced by almost half. The B-piece lets Mei deal even more total damage, and triggering Time Frozen Domain restores 3 SP and makes enemies take more total damage for 7 seconds up to 3 stacks. For the 2-piece effect of this set, in Herrscher form, the equipper's basics and combo or charge attacks deal more lightning damage, and Time Frozen Domain generates Thunderfall, which makes enemies take more elemental damage for 7 seconds. This stacks up to 3 times. For the 3-piece effect, all enemies take more lightning damage from the equipper's basics and combo or charge attacks. After any team member casts Joint Bursts in Herrscher form, all enemies enter the Listen Well state for 10 seconds, which makes them take even more total damage. Additionally, after these enemies are hit by combo attack 5 times, they take even more total damage for 10 seconds on a separate timer. For the captains that may not be able to get these items, here are some budget and free-to-play alternatives for you all. On the weapon side, you can use 7 Thunders, DOS, and Mag Typhoon in that order, and then any subsequent stat stick. As for Stigmata sets, Full Handel set works great, but note that if you use this, Eden cannot use this set and must use Turgby PPM as a result, or whatever alternative gear you have for her. You can also use Zhenyi TB PPM, or the free-to-play Elysia Paragon or Rebel Blade sets. For affixes, I'll make this short. Go for Blade or Imaginary affixes, followed by normal attack affixes. As with each new Valkyrie to come out that's not an SP Valk, they become subject to the new rank-up system that's more akin to the Constellation system from Genshin. However, these rank-ups don't necessarily always follow a similar structure, and this is very evident with both Herrscher of Origin and Herrscher Finality. Mei's S1 raises damage taken from enemies hit by QTE and Basic 4. S2 raises the damage taken by enemies affected by Time Frozen Domain and also unlocks an ability that reduces the cooldown of her evasion and increases its damage as well. Additionally, casting Malice Expunge 2 times grants 1 stack of Origin Shadow that reduces the cooldown of her evasion by 5 seconds when 1 stack is consumed. S3 increases her leader skill. Double S makes her ultimate deal more lightning damage and increases the total damage taken by enemies from joint bursting. Double S1 gives a raw increase to lightning damage and also increases the lightning damage from her combo attack and ult. Double S2 lets Malice Expunge recover more SP and increases the bonus damage dealt from the team and received by enemies. Double S3 raises her leader skill again, and Triple S increases HOO's total damage and the total damage taken by enemies from Kiana and HOO. Now, with that out of the way, let's move on to possible team comps for her. As the newest premier Lightning DPS, HOO has a few teams that you can use with her given the vast amount of support characters we have in the game now. Her best team comp with her as lead features HTR with Eden, but you can also slot in AE, Fischl, and even part of Elysia. Additionally, her bonus special team is the Herrscher trio, which consists of HOFI as lead with her and HTR. Now, let's showcase some of the gameplay. I'll be using some of the comps I talked about to show off HOO, as well as keeping her at S0. So, let's cue up that music.
Yo, YouTube, Herrscher of Origin guide. We got freaking robbed, so enjoyed this footage that from someone of the transformation.
今天的女主角，你准备好了吗？我就把这片舞台交给你了。
Don't you dare say that I want dead. Everything will fall apart when it's home to me. Cause my only crime was hoping there is something more than this loneliness I feel. long enough to realize how alike we are. That not everything is broken, 'cause you know me better than anyone by far. But no one makes me feel less alive. We're fighting fire. The way you push my buttons just right. We're fighting fire. When two voices of nature collide. We're fighting fire. Can't help but feel the temperature rise. Fighting fire, we're fire.
And that's about it. So, what exactly are my thoughts on HOO? I personally believe that HOO is a really great addition, as always, to the game, and her being given out to players for free, provided they're caught up on the story, is a big plus. Pulling her gear, especially her weapon, will help her out a lot, but it won't be too much of a problem as you can just use Eden's Stigmata set instead. I absolutely love how they incorporated different parts of Mei's history into this battlesuit in many different forms, from her attack names to their animations as well. I can't wait for HOO to come soon enough, and I can't wait to have her officially. To anyone pulling for HOO, I hope all of you wanners become havers, and the same goes for her gear as well. Thank you all for watching this guide, and make sure to check out my HOFI guide as well to complete the trio. This journey has been amazing, and I can't wait for the future of Honkai Impact 3rd. May all the beauty be blessed, my fellow captains. I'll catch y'all on the flip side.